Now let's go over the open interview functionality. Remember, an open interview is still a one-way video interview, but it's simply a different way to invite candidates. With an open interview, you're going to custom link that you can use to invite candidates however you want. For example, you can include this open interview link in a personal email. To create an open interview, head over to your interviews page and click Create New Interview. Select a job you want to create the open interview for and select open interview as the interview type. Adding interview questions is the exact same as creating a one-way video interview, so I'll just use a template for now. Hence, let's move on to selecting a deadline. When you select a deadline for an open interview, you have two options, an absolute deadline and relative deadline. An absolute deadline means that all of your candidates will have the same exact deadline. The open interview will expire on this day and time. Once it expires, candidates will no longer be able to complete their interview. A relative deadlines means that your candidates will have a specific number of days to complete their interview once they accept the invitation. This ensures that they always have a deadline to complete their interview by, but you don't need to keep adjusting their deadline for a date in the future. No matter which deadline type you choose, we recommend giving candidates 3 to 5 days to complete their interviews by. This is plenty of time for them to get it done, but it also makes sure that they don't have to cram it into their schedule. Your candidates will really appreciate this convenience factor. Once you have selected your deadline, click Create. After you have created an open interview, there are two ways you can access the link and edit it. From the jobs page, you can find the job the open interview was tied to and click Edit. Alternatively, you can go to your page which is dedicated to managing your open interviews. On your open interviews page, you will see a number of possible actions. The Activate Deactivate button lets you activate or deactivate the open interview. The Edit icon lets you edit your open interview, including the questions and the deadline. The Share icon lets you share the open interview link on social media. The X icon lets you delete the open interview altogether. In addition, you can filter your open interviews by their status using the right sidebar. The best practice is to invite your candidates using the open interview link in a personalized email. This means that you can send email to your client in your own email address instead of TalkRecruit and include the open interview link in the message. In general, customers who use the open interview link and a personalized email message experience higher conversion rate. Therefore, it's the best practice to use the open interview link in a personalized email message.